What up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Unit 3 Prelab. If you hear any crazy students in the background, it's just because I'm doing the lab practicum right now. So, you're going to notice the frictionless cart is going to be sitting on a ramp, which is the picture that you can see often to the left-hand side. You're going to see a video in just 1 second of that cart going down that ramp. What I want you to do is I want you to make some observations. You should have probably about 3 to 4 really good observations about the different parts of the motion, about what you're seeing, anything about that. So take a moment, take a look at the video. If you need to see the video again, rewind it, watch the cart going down it again, and write down about 3 to 4 good observations. Remember, again, observations are things that you see. Normally we could say maybe what you hear, but in this case there is no audio. You'll see why. So, next thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at measurements. Measurements can always be things that we would measure in the lab. Prior knowledge is fair game as well, so anything that we might have done in the previous things, you can definitely write. Take about a moment and write down about 5 to 6 different things that we could measure in this situation. All right, now that you've done that, the biggest thing that you should have actually gotten down is you should have said, well, I could measure position of the cart, I could measure the velocity of the cart, and, well, I could measure the time that it would take for it to do those types of things. And what you realize is if you wrote down those 3 things, you're talking about Unit 2. But this is Unit 2 with a twist, because it is no longer a constant velocity cart. You will notice that, well, things are different from your observations. Things are no longer like they were with our constant velocity carts. So in order to really understand this, what I want you guys to do just for a moment is I want you to create what you believe is going to be the x versus t graph for this. So this is just a prediction of what that may look like. And I want you also to create a prediction of what you will be looking for the v versus t graph. So tomorrow for class, what I will be looking for is I will be looking for your apparatus. I will be looking for about 2 to 3 really good observations, and I will be looking for about 5 to 7 measurements that you can take, and I will be looking at your predictions for what you think this x versus t and v versus t graph would look like for this situation. So take a look at that. We're going to take a look at this tomorrow, right when you walk in. Thanks. Have a good night.